Okay, so the game should be up and running. Let's see here. Still don't see it. Okay. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, so it looks like everything's working. Okay. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, so hopefully I can tell my mic is working. So might have to turn down the volume a little bit for myself. So I've been enjoying Abiotic Factor a lot. I started the game in just normal difficulty. I decided to turn it up to Apocalyptic and try that out. And there does seem to be some difficulty issues with Apocalyptic, and I'm not entirely sure if it's intended. There are some enemies that are like super deadly on Apocalyptic, and the worst is the Exor monk. So he does like 3 rapid shots, and he can pretty much kill you the first time you ever run into him, just because of how quickly he fires off his shots. So I wanted to at least give hardcore one try on Apocalyptic, but I know that this probably isn't going to work out too well. So I'm not going to change anything, I don't think. So I'm going to leave the normal settings on. So everything should be the same. I'm not going to change anything. Friendly fire doesn't really matter. I'm playing by myself. I'm not giving myself any XP gain or anything else. The only thing I think I might do is turn off the research minigame. I don't know that it even matters, because I'm expecting I'm going to die pretty quickly and this is going to be over. So, so I really enjoy the game. I just think, personally, I think that there is some settings in Apocalyptic that might not be turned on correctly, because I feel like the Exor monk is more deadly than they're supposed to be. But that's fine. I could go with Iron Mode. I don't know that I would want to. So, so typically what I go with is something like Summer Intern. In theory, you could also go with something like Defense Analyst. I kind of feel like I want to start with Defense Analyst just to try to help me not die. My normal choice, the first time I played, was Trans-Kinematic Researcher. Last game I'm playing is for Summer Intern. So I could do Defense Analyst. It's kind of punishing because I think, yeah, I'm cursed with Slow Learner. Now, it's not normally that big of a deal. So the ones I normally go with is Painfully Obvious. I don't really think that that's such a bad thing. I usually go with Weak Bladder. I usually prefer to have thick-skinned, just to try to make sure you don't bleed out. Part of the reason why is on Apocalyptic difficulty, you're already going to be taking a lot of damage. I don't really need to be getting like severe bleeding. And then let's see here. I'm wondering if I should, what else I should get. So like Night Owl might be good, and is it weathered? So I could go for to get. So Decathlon Competitor could be beneficial because it'll help me out with my speed and my throwing skills. Now the downside is I can't afford that unless I get something else. So I might need to get either... I'm thinking slow healer. Bottom line is, you pretty much have to use healing syringes on Apocalyptic difficulty. You're not able to just rely on your normal healing anyway. I could do Gardener. I don't know that that's really worth it. I could also do Hobbyist again. Don't know that that would really be worth it. So I think that's about as much as I'm really going to put myself through as far as torture. And again, I'm potentially just going to die. And if I die, then that'll just show that I'm not quite ready for Apocalyptic difficulty. Okay, so start of the game.
I don't think we've met. Ah, you're stuck here too, eh? I came down from level 8 for coffee.
Okay,
now
so I only have bare bones armor.
How long? It'll be those fools on level 3 overreacting.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need throwing nets.
Looks like Jaeger's locked out. Typical. See if you can let him in. Maybe he knows what's happened. But take your time. He's insufferable.
Okay. So, yeah, so I did get myself thick skin, so I shouldn't be in too much danger for dying immediately. I don't have a screwdriver yet. And then this door should be locked. I believe there's going to be pests in here. Maybe, maybe not. Nope. Okay. So paper is fine. Okay, so I did get... Yeah, so I got a healing syringe. Okay. So... Some of this stuff you need to get used to carrying around all the time, like the bandages and healing syringes. And I'm going to go ahead and make more nets. So nets are going to be a big part of what I need for enemies to start. And let's see here. I don't think there's much else in this room. Yeah. So since I have a blunt weapon, I might just use that. And then, this is a bit of a little kind of secret at the beginning of the game, so you can actually get past this, but you can't get past it until after the power goes off. So until the fan is off, you'll just die. So, since I'm in a hardcore playthrough, I don't even think I can see that right now. Yeah, but since I'm in a hardcore playthrough, if I die, then that's it. Copacetic. Interesting. Huh. I think that's it. Cushion. I don't really need that. I'm gonna go ahead and start making bandages. Okay. So one thing I learned is that you actually, let's see here. Okay, so I should be running into a past up ahead. So even though I don't necessarily need to use the throwing nets, it's not a bad idea. Okay. So I don't have a knife yet, so I can't do much else. Alright, I think one of these is a dead end. Yeah, this one is. Okay. Alright, so now that I have a screwdriver, I should be able to take stuff apart. So you do have a shortcut menu that you can get to. You just hold down, I believe that's E? Or is it F? Is that button? No, it's X. Okay. So yeah, X will allow you to shortcut to your healing items. Huh. Okay. So I do need to offload the radioactive meat pretty quickly, because I don't want to be getting poisoned from that. Okay. I'm gonna need a knife soon. So there's a lot of stuff in the game that you typically take for granted until you realize you've only got the one life. So that's why I was pretty hesitant to even start a single life playthrough, just because I'm very likely to die, and then once I'm dead, that's it. So I don't think I'm going to be rolling multiple playthroughs on apocalyptic difficulty with hardcore mode. So if I can't do it, then I'll just acknowledge that this was a mistake. Okay, there should be. Alright, I'm gonna put down the toolbox. And the office chair for now. So there should be, yeah, there's a pest. Okay. So one of the problems is I can't really It's going to be a little difficult leveling up my block for a while. Where is that one? Okay. No, we can go ahead and eat that. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So ideally... what do we got here? Okay, this side is locked. I don't need the water yet. Okay. Wonder if this... Nope. Nope.
Hello? Over here.
So, I'm really sad about this scientist, because there is no way to save him. You're just stuck with him being dead pretty much the entire rest of the game.
You going to leave me? Oh, you're new. Looks like that little pest damaged the power system. Can you get someone to fix it? But hurry, would you? I'm not enjoying standing around out here. It was hours last time. And I don't feel safe at all.
Okay.
Here at the Gate Cascade Research Facility, safety and security demand we take our primary power network offline at night. All major power outlets are shut down, as well as most pathway lighting. However, if your research or study requires a source of energy during nocturnal hours, protocols permit the use of approved battery and electrical storage systems to power your projects when the lights go out. If you do plan on working late, please request a night pass from your supervisor. The facility is dark at night, and your safety depends on it. Now rest up. Every day is a new opportunity for science. Here at the Gate Cascade Research Facility, safety and security demand we take our primary power network offline at night. All
That's enough of that. Alright. So, I think we've got enough. Build a crafting bench. Alright. I'm gonna have to drop something. Alright. So, put up the crafting bench. So this is pretty common. Every gameplay start, this is pretty well what happens. I could pick a different spot to put it, but it's not going to change a whole lot. Now, typically, let's see here. I think that'll do it. Alright, there we go. So no repair station for me yet, but I can make a crate, so that's good. So the placement of objects is always a little awkward too, just because of how it's based off the direction you're looking at. Okay. So now ideally, so a battery would come in pretty handy. Now I think the problem is I don't have access to one of the key components to make a battery. So, yeah, no coils is gonna limit me, right? Now, let's see. So these guys aren't too bad. The blunt desk leg is actually worse. Interesting. Okay. So the raw carbuncle, I'm gonna just stick that in a drawer for now. These two, I do need to keep these on me. Okay. Coffee's nice. Okay. Alright. So I'm probably going to have to make some more bandages. Alright, so I don't die. And then... Okay. So the good news is I got a couple desk legs. Alright. Okay, good. So they're going to give me back some of the supplies I need.
Hurry!
Alright. So I'm going to put weapons in here for now. Alright. Crafting items, keep those in there. Alright. So, one of the nice things is you can level up your blunt skill when you're beating up stuff. Right? So blunt skill's not doing too bad. Alright. Okay. Alright. So I've never found much benefit from the chef hat, chef apron. They would come in handy, except that it's kind of a pain to constantly be taking stuff off and putting it back on.
You need to open the door now.
Okay.
Just get it open. Please. Hurry. You need to open the door now.
Okay, how am I doing on food? Not bad.
Just get it open.
Yeah, so I don't think time is technically progressing at the moment. Although that's not stopping my food from aging.
Please.
So one of the things you can do early on, so you see what I'm doing right now?
Hurry!
I can actually level up my strength. Now, I don't know how much I really would need to level up my strength at this point. I know strength does benefit some of your skills. Yeah. So that would come in handy. I can't do throwing yet. Although maybe I can. Hold on. Yeah, I don't have the throwing skill yet. So I think throwing requires me to be sharp level 3. Okay. Okay. So that was pretty clumsy of me. Alright, let's see. Can I... Yeah. So I made a bandage. I'm gonna have to drop something. Yeah, let's put the extra... There we go. Okay. So when you're
You need
too
to open the
overloaded,
door
you can't level
now.
up your strength. That's weird. I should be able to put down... Wait a minute. Cooking. I wonder why I can't cook. Is there a reason? Alright, let's put the irradiated food away. Alright. Okay, so let's...
Just get it open!
No, too much.
Please!
So the only downside is my throwing weapon, or my sharp weapon, I should say. I need to get to 940 with it before I throw it. Cooking. So I can get myself a water bottle. strength if I'm gonna start. So, because of how much damage I took from the pests, I really can't afford to open the door right now. That was not a good amount of health. So... Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so because my strength leveled up, now I'm not in the red zone.
Hurry!
Alright, so let's drop some stuff off. Alright, I do need to have one flashlight, not two flashlights. Okay. That's too bad. Well, that'll work. So yeah, at this point in the game, like everything you do is I'm weak at. Okay, and I think it's still going to be 7 a.m. Yep. Okay. There was metal around here that I dropped. There it is. Okay. Yeah.
You need to open the door now. Just get it open.
So ideally, yeah, ideally that should have helped me get some health back. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and open the door here pretty soon because I can't cook anything. I can't learn how to. Ooh, good. There's a kitchen knife. Yeah, so I can't really cook anything at the moment. I can't really do much to improve my situation. So this is about as good as I'm gonna get. So what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to deal with the peccary that comes through the door by netting it and then beating the hell out of it. And I forget, I think, if I remember right, the Exor creatures are all weak to blunt damage. I think that's right. Oh, here's another fun little fact for you. So you can actually practice your throwing. So the nets don't they don't get used up by doing this. So what is my throwing at? Yeah, so like maybe I want to get my throwing leveled up a little bit. So this really helps with that. Yeah, I think the most I can get for just throwing a net is pretty much what you get if you throw it against the wall or the floor. Yeah. So about 6 experience points is about all you're going to get. It's like watching paint dry, isn't it? Let's see here. So yeah, some of the starting issues I have is I don't have a very good way to heal at the moment. Which that'll only last until I get through the first portal world. But still. Until I get the ingredients to be able to make healing potions, yeah. Everything is a bit of a pain to start. And I've pretty much become a fan of using throwing, especially in the beginning. Because throwing gives you some separation from the enemies. I'm gonna stop at level 3 and go ahead and move forward on the game. Alright, there we go. Okay, so...
Hurry!
Oh, I didn't know I could make that already. Okay, so... Let's see, so I don't want to hold these at the moment. Right. Okay, and then I need to make... So test tubes would be nice. Oh, if I get... I don't think I even have pens at this point. Okay, so one thing that does come in handy is putting your duct tape in your inventory and holding on to it. Let's see. So I think... Yeah, so that'll give me a backpack. Okay. And then... what was something else I could probably use? So... I don't think the boom bait's gonna be worth it. This thing will be nice. Hold on here. So that... what was the other ingredient? And one of those... That's weird. Did I use up the gauges? Because I don't have them. Oh, there they are. Okay. So... yeah, okay. So now I have a vacuum, so that comes in handy. Office plant is not going to be very handy at this point. Medical items are fine. Flashlight is fine. Okay. Alright, so this is going to be a little
You
dicey.
need to open the door now. Oh!
Okay, I got him. Okay, so even with the nets and preparation, he still took a bit. Alright. So that's the first hurdle I needed to get past. Let's see here. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to cook up some of this because we need the food. Oh. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and drink the water. What is that? It's more tape. Another knife. Okay. So the day should be starting now, I guess? We'll find out in a bit. Okay, so let's put that up on the wall. Okay, drop that. Okay. So I'm gonna swap out a weapon here. Okay. Okay. Okay, so there should be a pest in here. Okay. Okay. And I don't think I don't need these recipes pinned at the moment. Okay. So first thing I'm going to have to do is upgrade the crafting bench, because right now the crafting bench will run out of power at night, and if it does, then that means pests can respawn, which I really don't need pests respawning in my starting area. Yeah, I don't know what I did with the chef's hat that I'd already found. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and consume some pills to counteract the radiation. Okay. So I should...
Attention. Enhanced
Interesting.
security protocols are now in effect. Please locate security personnel
Look,
and
I don't
follow
know
evacuation
what's going on.
procedures.
They don't tell me squat on a good day, and this isn't a good day. But if the big voice says, get out, I'd do what she says.
Okay.
Elevators are dead, so head for the main tunnel in manufacturing on level 2. There's maps over there. But me, I'm staying right here.
What did I just get a message about? Alright. Yeah, I don't know what that was about on my phone, but... Alright, so my vacuum is charged. So, fun fact, I forgot about this little thing. So you can actually grab pests with this weapon, which is kind of fun. I think I just killed a pest with a pest. Cool. Was not expecting that to work. Okay, so... Alright, what else we got? Okay. So I might put the weapon that's going to break in the dresser. And what else do we got? I only need one desk leg at the moment. Okay.
This is Dr. Derek Mance. Today, I discovered that Dr. Stern's latest software experiment was simulating the entire facility. A microcosm of Cascade, and every staff member within it. Even myself, I gather. When I asked about it, he claimed to be trying to find a way to accelerate our research. I inquired about the ethical considerations, and he just looked at me, blankly. The man is a genius, but more dangerous to this facility than most of its subjects. I'm sure of it. An exceptional scientist, all the same.
Alright, what am I at? Okay, so if I can get to Sharp's level 3, I can start throwing stuff. Alright. So... hopefully, I shouldn't be able to die too easily. I don't need... Let's see here. Alright, I think I can make a battery. I think I can only make one battery, though. Yeah. So, I really need to be able to make more than one. Okay. So, I'm probably going to go ahead and use the fountain as my source of water. Alright. Okay. There we go. I think there's another one in here. There he is. Okay. Okay, so... Cool. Damn it. Yeah, I can keep it, I guess. Alright.
Dr. Derek Mance reporting. Research Director, Gate Cascade Research Facility. Originating in Antiverse 2, IS-171 is a stationary, sessile entity that traps its food with a retractable tentacle. The experience of being caught is rather like being attacked by an angry pizza. It presents no real threat, but leaves an enduring, not entirely unpleasant smell on anything it touches. Suggestions for possible applications include perfume, industrial scents, and olfactory-based crowd control weapons.
Okay. I think I can start making throwing darts here pretty quick. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna drop the chair here. Ooh. Alright, this should help keep me alive for a while. Okay. Nope. Alright, what else do I got? Alright, let's go dump this stuff off. So I gotta hurry up and try to unlock the ability to make more syringes. So right now my health is just stuck at half, which is not good for me. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make a couple things here. Where is... Alright. So it looks like I can make a crossbow. Not bad. Yeah, shock trap's also nice. Okay. More radiation. Store all. Okay, so I'm gonna need to make at least one more storage box for now. Okay. Move that stuff out. So, throwing items is going to be first up on my list. How am I doing on melee? Not quite. So these boxes are good to practice your skills on.
Hello? there a human out there?
Alright, let's swap bags. Cool.
I thought this might be a safe place to wait until they sorted this out. Whatever this is. Looks like I was wrong. That useless rent-a-car in the plaza said to go through manufacturing, then head for the surface tunnel, I suppose. But that's a whole sector away. If they think I'm walking all that way through their toxic machine shops, they can think again.
Alright. So hopefully I can make 2 batteries. Okay. So I can't break down the makeshift backpack yet. Okay. So if I want 2 batteries, I believe I need metal. I think I need circuit boards. And I might need plastic. Okay, so I'm going to need 2 of these. And then 2 of those. And then I'm going to need at least 1 of these. Okay. Alright, so then put 1 of those down. Move power to there. Where's the other one? Okay. So that'll keep the crafting bench plugged in overnight. I'm gonna need some more stuff from upstairs. I don't think I have enough coils. Yeah, I do not. Okay, so can I make a better weapon? Okay. So, walkie-talkie, I don't even need that. Makeshift chest plate. So I can learn how to make a portable stove. Okay. So the big problem right now is just collecting materials. How am I doing? Yeah, not quite nighttime yet. Don't believe there was anything in here. Not bad. I don't think I can hold much else. Okay. I'm gonna drop that and pick that one up. I think that's about it for now.
I thought they were coming to help, but they weren't gatekeepers. They started shooting. I wasn't trained for this. I'm just a receptionist.
Okay. Alright. So, I think that's about it for here. Yeah, I'm not going to go in there just yet. Alright. Oh man. I think I just lost that wood. Alright. So nighttime should be coming soon. I also should be able to start repairing stuff soon. make some throwing weapons. The problem is the rubber bands I need for other stuff too. So I gotta be careful. Alright. This is actually a decent weapon. So metal pipe and pressure gauge. Okay, metal pipe, pressure gauge. So that's a much better weapon. Okay. And then... Okay. So... Okay, what else do I need? So I'm gonna have to learn how to make syringes. Okay. Peccary helmet. Okay. Medium sign. Okay. Makeshift screwdriver. Okay. So it's not quite nighttime. Really? Okay. All right.
This sector will be powered down momentarily. If you have not already evacuated the facility, consider this your top priority.
All right.
Have a wonderful and productive evening.
So we do want to try to get the last little things knocked out before nighttime. Should be getting close to having enough. Let's see. Don't want to go over here. water. I think we're going to call that good for the night. So the only thing we need to do is stay away from the robot. Okay, so one nice thing about the starter base, right, is if you come in here, well first let's drop off some stuff because I'm kind of overloaded. Alright, so if we drop our water thing. Okay. So the nice thing is, if we come over here, hit that button. Okay, so now this area is secure. And how am I doing on food? So food is not good. So let's grab some of these. All right. So this is a lot better than the last time I tried to play Apocalyptic difficulty without dying. Now, to be fair, I didn't do an actual hardcore game mode. I just, when I started playing Apocalyptic, I took note how long I was able to survive, and I believe I died as soon as that peccary broke through the door, because yeah, it takes a lot to damage him, and when you're starting out with 0, like, blunt melee or sharp melee, that was enough to pretty much just get me killed right there. Okay, so I just need to hurry up and finish this cooking and get into the back area. So the unfortunate thing is there's no way to clear this industrial stove off. So it's almost like they give you a pity burner to start with so you can cook. Because I imagine there's a question of how long it's going to take you to figure out how to make your own portable stoves, because everybody plays the game differently. So they give you at least something to start with. But then, yeah, I wish there was a way to say, like, use a crowbar to get the rest of the material off of there, or some other kind of late game item that you could use, but there isn't. So it's just too bad. Alright, so let's head into the back here. And we're gonna go down here.
I should probably locate a restroom.
Alright. So yeah, break that, drop in. I believe the only thing I have to worry about is a pecker. Okay. bullets. And I believe there's maybe one more. Alright. There should be like one more peccary, I think. Nope. Okay, never mind. Got a hammer for the first time, that's nice. And there should be an anvil, which is what I needed. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Let's go ahead and head out of here. Okay, so I should have what I need.
Attention, this sector is under precautionary security measures. Please remain in place and wait for security assistance.
Okay. So, I'm gonna put a screwdriver away. Alright. And then for the... Yeah, that'll come in handy as well. What am I gonna make that out of? It's probably not that. Okay. So Chopinator, very useful. Heater, not as much. Yeah, definitely useful. Alright. So, what was I gonna figure out here? Okay, furniture, there it is. Okay, so I need 2 coils and 2 pipes. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna put that over here. Cool. Ooh, I can make a circuit board? Didn't know I could make one. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Same thing, okay. Okay, so... There we go. And... So... So what's interesting is... Let's see, I think... That's... Okay, I think I'm gonna need that. Okay. Alright, so that gives me backup batteries. So I'm going to use one of these for the repair bench. Okay. And then can I make the Chopinator? Yes. So what's cool is you can take your extra battery and plug it in, right? And so as that charges, I'll eventually be able to use that to power the Chopinator without power, wherever I'm at. The other thing is I can make this, and then I need a coil and a stapler, which I think I'm out of coils. So I have staplers, but I'm out of coils. Okay. So... So what we're going to need to do is loot some more. Okay, yeah, so you see how the battery's got a couple notches already? So yeah, that'll allow me to power the Chopinator if I want to use it. Okay. And then I think I should be able to use a piece of scrap metal to repair my knife. Okay. So... and I don't think I'm that hungry. Okay. Okay, so... I need to collect basically computer parts and staplers. So what we're gonna do is come over here.
I thought I was there, but I'm still
Here, am I? I'm here, but she's there?
Alright, so this is kind of like cubicle land. So the only problem with this area is that. Flashlight came from. Huh. That sucks. Okay. So the coils is what I needed. Yep. Okay, so I can make 2 shock traps at least without doing anything else. Okay. Alright, so I think that's about that. Okay. So I'm gonna get the shock traps made since I've got the parts for it now. So in my opinion, shock traps are gonna be like my best friend in this game. Because I cannot afford to get killed. So let's see here. So I need that. I think I need that, that, and that, plus that. What else do I need? Okay, I need circuit boards. Okay. Don't need that many. Alright, make one more of those, so I can make 2 of those. Cool. Alright, so now, shock traps. Let me put this down somewhere. Okay, there you go. Okay. So yeah, what I'm going to do is, I would prefer to have one more shock trap. But this will work for now. Alright. Oh, I need to fix my weapon. Okay. Alright. So this isn't actually the worst part of Apocalyptic difficulty yet. I do want to open these up. Makes it a little easier to get to your base. Alright. Yeah, so if I can get the resources to make at least like 2 more of these, I can start taking out the robots. Okay. I need more of the needles. Okay. Nope. Yep. Okay. Oh. Okay. And this is why we like throwing darts. Ugh. Okay. So the downside is my backpack size is very limited. So there's a little secret I learned about. Oh shit. Give me, there we go. Okay. So there's a little surprise in this area. So I did not know about this. In fact, I never learned about this until I was watching a video about hidden locations you can set up a base. So, yeah, this is kind of cool. Especially because I can then, let's see here, drop that. Okay. So I can equip the security backpack. Okay. So, yeah, there is a power supply down here. So you could technically set yourself up with a little base right here, which is kind of neat. Yeah. Now I have enough stuff that I need to go ahead and get it deposited back at base. Ooh. Yeah, definitely want to consume that. Okay. I don't have to get rid of that, so okay. So you can hear there's a carbuncle in the area. Yeah, there's the carbuncle. Okay. So the only thing that I really don't like about this cubicle area is it's very easy to kind of take it for granted. So you have all this like rubber bands and staplers and all this other good stuff in here, and you end up looting it, and of course this area doesn't respawn, so you lose one of your best sources of early game materials. And the stuff that spawns in Flat Hill can be kind of hit or miss, because sometimes you go to Flat Hill and you don't get respawns of certain items you need, like the rubber bands, and then other times you do. So this area that gets you so many of those early resources you need really becomes a sore point later in the game when you've already looted everything in here, and now it's just like it's just completely barren for the rest of the game. So It is what it is. I think that's why it's kind of brilliant that the developers made it to where the portal worlds naturally respawn their supplies. There we go. Okay. So... So I'm gonna have to deposit some, I'm gonna have to deposit some of my duct tape back at base pretty soon, because I'm filling up. Alright. Okay. So this area is also kind of funny when you look at it, because I'm just like, you know, obviously, yes, there's papers spread around in this area, and stuff has collapsed as a result of whatever the incident was. But still, like, I'm just looking at some of these cubicle areas and going, like, what the? Like, why do you have so much stuff? So... I don't think there's any more staplers at the moment. Okay. Alright. So I need to make the cart. We're getting to that point. Okay, good. We do have a tomato. I might go ahead and eat a thing of peas. Okay. See, again, a little weird that there's just piles of cash in the break room. It's not what I would normally expect to see.
I have to go right away.
Cool. Alright, so... So I think I have the capability to make more throwing darts, just with what I have. Nope. I need to get some metal scrap in my inventory. Okay. Alright, so... yeah, that's kind of nice right there. Alright, so the only problem is I ran out of glue. Okay, so... and I think I can start looking at arm and leg armor. Alright, so if I want leg wraps, I need 6 magazines. I think that's it. Okay. would like to make at least one more shock trap. So, shock trap. What is it I need? Something like... I think it's that. Shock trap. Need... I'm gonna say I need 2 more shock traps. And then, what's the missing ingredient? I need 2 coils. Okay. Alright, so... let's empty out our inventory for now. Okay, I'm gonna split this, and I'm gonna put it in there, and then that's gross. Okay, so let's put that away. Okay. Alright, is there anything else? Oh, I need to get rid of these hoses. There you go. Okay. So this is ready for me to use. How am I doing on time? Okay. Might have enough. So I just need a couple computers worth. Okay. Huh. Okay.
This sector will be powered down momentarily. If you have not already evacuated the facility, consider this your top priority. Have a wonderful and productive evening.
Okay. 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 I think that will do it. Yeah, I got 3 coils, so that should be fine. Alright. So, if I manage this correctly, I should be able to take out the robot that's on my floor. Let's see here. Okay. What else do I need? Is that it? Okay, that's it. Okay, and then let's take the battery with us. Okay, so... Okay. So I'm gonna see if I can't set up a trap for the robot. Okay, so he's over there. Okay, so I'm gonna come over here. Alright. Alright, and then... Okay. So... Okay. Where did he go? Is that him?
All vacant perforations will be resetting in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Reset complete.
Okay, that was pretty effective. Cool. Cool. So, yeah, that was neat. That was a lot cleaner than what I was expecting. Okay, so I gotta go dump some stuff. So that's enough drinks that I should be able to satisfy my thirst. And then, okay, let's drop some stuff off. Okay. So I'm gonna put some drinks in here, right? And then let's see. Nope, that's gotta stay with me. Okay. I think that's about it. Okay. So, I can't cook at nighttime, so don't worry about cooking.
Hey, what's for lunch, pal?
Alright, so... Alright. So, now let's go upstairs and do the same thing. I think this will be a decent way to go.
Say, how about a few brewskis after work?
Okay.
Attention, this sector is under precautionary security measures. Please remain in place and wait for security assistance.
Okay. Alright. That's weird. There we go. Okay. Come on. All right. Nice. So. Okay. I need to empty out my inventory. Okay. So. Oh boy. Ah. Okay. It wasn't that bad, I guess. Ooh. I need to get the stove up and running. Okay. What do I need for a stove? I think it takes coils. There's coils. Pipes. Metal. Cooking. Keyboards and plastic scrap. Keyboards, plastic scrap. Okay. Still gonna need another coil. Alright. Cool. Okay, so that'll help stave off my hunger for now. Okay. So I'm gonna need another chest. At least one, maybe two. Okay. Alright. So... So yeah, up until this point, I've been living without any kind of stim packs. Alright. I think I said I need more computers. I'm probably also going to need to steal the refrigerator. Okay. Alright, so... let's focus on the computers first. Okay. Cool. What else we got? Okay. Okay, so let's take the refrigerator. Okay, there's no way I'm gonna decrease the weight. I'm just overloaded. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the platform cart. I should have enough supplies, though. So we're gonna put the fridge over here. Okay. Alright, and then I'm gonna need a splitter. And let's put the paper up. Okay, and then after that, I need at least 2 of these. And then 2 more of these. And then go with 2 more batteries. Okay. Alright. So let's put this down. Okay, and then we're gonna need, let's see, we're gonna need 1 battery each for these. Oops. That one is supposed to go over there. There. Okay, and then this one is going to connect to a second one. Cool. So, now my fridge is powered. Okay. Alright, fridge is powered, stoves are powered. Okay. Okay, so let's remove a couple items.
Could use a short nap.
Oh, hush. Okay. Probably should take a nap, though. Oh, I also have this ice cream. So, I'm not too worried about the ice cream, but I do need to get it out of my inventory. Okay. And then, what was the other item? I should have food. Yep. Okay, so I got food that's gone bad. Okay. So let's grab all of the frying pans. So that's 1, 2, 3. Grab those, package that, package that. Okay, I think, yeah, I'm pretty well done back here. Okay. Cool. Put the sodas in there for now. Alright, I just remembered there should be somebody back here. Really?
Any colder and I'll be homeostatic.
Okay. I think that's not it. There we go. Okay. So, yeah. So that's about all I needed back there. Alright. Okay. So go ahead and take a nap. Oh, sorry, I'm in a lot of pain. Hold on. Oh. Okay. Whew. All right. Okay, so I'm not dead yet, so that's something. I think I'm going to end up going to the third floor here pretty quick. I don't think I have enough magazines, though. Yeah, okay. So the platform cart is what I need. communication brick. Okay. Okay. Where's the platform card? There it is. Metal, plastic, pipe, oil. Metal, plastic, pipe, oil. Alright. So... Alright. So yeah. I think that's all I need. Yeah. Oops. Okay. I'm gonna put this down. Okay. Alright. So I should be able... Okay. I've pretty well got what I need from this area. Okay. 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 All right. So I do want to plug this in, just to keep charging it. Okay. All right. Okay.
This sector will be powered down momentarily. If you have not already evacuated the facility, consider this your top priority. Have a wonderful and productive evening.
Okay. Okay, baton. Oh, nice. What does level 5 get me? Level 5. Yeah. Okay. Alright. So what I can do, I can come over here. Okay. It's not bad. downside is I need to get to level 8 so I can smash them open.
If you're tired, feel free to lay down. I won't tell the boss.
Well, it doesn't always work. Okay. So... Yeah. Okay. It's not a bad idea to wait until lights are back on.
Oh, I love coffee in my coffee hole.
That doesn't sound creepy at all. Okay. So, fun fact, I can cook up some food. Alright, so let's see here. Cook. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Yeah, let's go ahead and break this down.
under precautionary security measures. Please remain in place and wait for security assistance.
Oh, really? Fine. How much cooking do I have to do? Cooking. Huh. Well, that's weird.
I believe I need to, defecate.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to cut the game a little short tonight. But this is Abiotic Factor on Apocalyptic difficulty, and yeah, I managed not to get myself killed within the first 2 hours. I think it's 2 hours. Yeah, about 2 hours. Okay. Well, thanks for watching.